I'm leaving for Italy this week and I'm packing my personal carry-on item. I thought I'd take you through everything I'm packing in here, and if you're interested, I have a whole series where I go in depth, step by step, on how I pack my personal carry-on item. I break down my personal carry-on item into different categories. I have 6. So I've got essentials, travel tech, personal care, entertainment, comfort items, and health and wellness. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Josie. I've been packing carry-on only for over 25 years, and I'm here to show you how you can too. Let's get into the first category, and that's going to be your essentials. So essentials are just that. I count them as your passport and your credit cards, your money, and your smartphone as well. Also, any essential medication or prescription eyewear or eye care. In addition, any travel documents or things like that. Anything that is going to be hard to replace is your essentials, and that's your first category that you need to check off. As you can see here, I'm working off of a checklist, and this is a checklist that I created based on everything that I know needs to go in here, just to make sure I don't forget anything, because in the rush of packing, it's so easy to forget to pack something. So a checklist always keeps you on track. You can create one, or I'll leave this up at the end and you can take a screenshot of this one. We've gone through essentials. Next is our travel tech. So I like to contain my travel tech in a pouch. As you'll see, I have multiple pouches. They all have different functions. This is my travel tech pouch. So in here, I'm going to have something like my power bank, my chargers, my earphones, and even an extra wall plug. As your travel tech, make sure it's contained in one spot. That's what's going to keep your bag organized. And if you find yourself needing something, you can just reach for this bag. And remember, everything you're putting in your personal carry-on item is what you're going to need at hand during your flight and when you land. There's also one thing that I don't hear enough people talking about that you need to pack. Wait till the end and I'll let you know what that is. Next is personal care. So that's things like hand sanitizer, tissue, lip balms, hand moisturizer. Small things like that are essential to staying comfortable for your flight. Another thing with personal care that I really don't hear people talking about, I like to bring these deodorant wipes, because if you've been on a long flight, especially if it's overnight and you have to hit the ground running the next day, you're gonna feel a little ooky. I find that these deodorant wipes, I can just go to the restroom when I land, give a quick wipe, check into the hotel, and then just be good to go. This is especially great if you don't have time to shower in between landing and starting your travel day. So pick up these wipes. I got these at Whole Foods. They're really handy. Next is entertainment, whatever that looks like for you. For me, it's a Kindle and a journal. So it's as simple as that. And with the Kindle, with some Kindles, you can also load movies on here as well. Next category is your comfort items. So that's something like a neck pillow, which I'm on the fence about packing these always. They may or may not go in. And the next thing is a scarf. I like to take a scarf with me on the flight because, as you know, it can get cold, and it's just nice to have something to wrap around you, or you can always ball it up and use it as an extra neck support or a pillow. The other thing I like for a comfort item is your compression socks. Generally, I will already be wearing these before I get on the flight. Put them on during the flight if that's what you prefer. And also included in comfort item is, of course, snacks. I keep it simple, some nuts, a protein bar, but I am also a tea drinker, so I generally will take all my favorite teas with me because it's easy enough to ask the flight attendants for some hot water. My next category is first aid, or what I call first aid and wellness, and that all goes into this pouch. And I'll do a rundown of what I pack in here in another video, but this includes everything I might ever need to stay comfortable on a flight or in case of a mini emergency. If you're traveling carry-on only, you're going to have to pack your toiletries also in your personal carry-on item. Another thing that I generally pack in my personal carry-on bag is my jewelry. I never pack anything too precious, but I do like to keep it on my person, so that also makes it into my bag. Finally, I will take what I will most need from all these categories and put them into an in-flight pouch. So this pouch will go next to me on the flight or inside the airplane pocket. This will contain everything that I immediately need at hand during the flight, so I'm not having to dig into this bag. And as promised, the last and final thing that goes into my personal carry-on item, and I learned this the hard way, because even if you travel carry-on only, sometimes you have no control over whether your bag will get gate checked. And sometimes other situations arise where you may not be connected with your luggage. In that case, you're having to rely on everything in here, and that's why I always pack an extra outfit in here as my last and final step. So here for my trip next week, I'm just putting a dress in here because my travel outfit will consist of 4 different pieces: pant, a top, a jacket, and a sweater. So I could wear that in different combinations along with this dress if for whatever reason I get separated from my luggage. What do you think? What goes in your carry-on bag?